This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hello, pet lovers! Welcome to Best Bets for Pets. I'm your show host, Michelle Fern. So today, it's all about the dogs. My guest today has been on Best Bets before. I love their products. I talk about their products to anyone every time I see a dog. The company just has a great vibe. The CEO is amazing, and I'm going to go to our break so I can come back and introduce you to him. We'll be right back. Michelle Fern here. You know, I look for the best for my dog, which is why I go to Natural Farm. They sell all natural dog cheese and bones with ingredients sourced, produced, and lab tested in Brazil. They're free from artificial colorings, preservatives, and chemicals, and they have some great new products, such as stuffed collagen sticks in 3 flavors: Bully Stick, peanut butter, and chicken, Power Bully Sticks made from beef cheek and pizzle, and peanut butter flavored collagen sticks. Go to naturalfarmpet.com and use the code BESTBETS15 for 15% off store-wide.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
I'd like to welcome Spencer Williams. He's the CEO of West Paw. Welcome, Spencer.
Hi, Michelle. Thanks so much for having us on the show tonight. That's great.
I'm so glad to have you back. I know you've been on a couple of times before. And for those that haven't maybe been listening from, 13 years ago, just in case, can you tell us a little bit about what West Paw is and, you know, kind of the culture of the company as well?
Sure, Michelle. I'll try to convey that. It's been a unique journey, one that I'm very grateful to be a part of with my team here at West Paw. We started in 1996, and I'm a Montana 5th generation kid. So when I came back to Montana, I wanted to start a business here and make an impact and create jobs in our local community. And I think that really set us path towards doing the sustainable products from the very beginning, and also made in the USA. We manufacture our products right here. And so that's really the journey that we started back in 1996. But the culture and the vibe at West Paw is very unique, I think, because we really have a values-led company that looks at sustainability in partnership with our employees and our retailers and our customers in a way that is, I don't know, kind of unique in today's world. I think it's sort of, I don't know, some people call it like, you know, wholesome, because we answer the phone when people call. We get to make our own products. And we just love creating the joyful connection that people have with their dogs every day. And it's a really unique place, because right here where I'm talking to you is where in this space we'll do product development, we'll do sales and marketing and accounting, but we'll walk literally through this door and out onto the production floor where we have people making toys, beds right here under the same roof. And I think that creates a really fun culture, Michelle, where a lot of dog lovers get to make what dogs love.
That's wonderful. You also have great products, and you have great products for those chewers. I know that
we do.
One of the products way back, one of the first products when I was getting involved with Pet Life Radio that I saw at your booth was the stuffless toy. But there's a better name for it. But, you know, toys without stuffing, so nothing could get pulled off and injure your dog.
Yeah, you know, having a long history of making our own sewn products. You know, we had a great line of, you know, what we called the floppy toys, might be what you're talking about, Michelle. Yeah. And, you know, there's so many dogs with so many different behavioral interests and temperaments, and pet parents who also have very different temperaments. And so we've always tried to look at what the market needs and be innovative. And I think one of the things that was most exciting that happened in our business, it was about 20 years ago, recognizing that we wanted to make molded toys that were flexible and soft, but really durable. And that's really, you know, our business today is focused a lot on making these molded toys that can be used for as frisbees. There may be a chew toy, maybe they hold treats for like a puzzle play. And to complement the plush toys that you know so well, Michelle, with the molded Zogoflex toys has been a really fun way for us to round out the company and provide a little bit more for what dog parents are looking for today.
Well, I love your products and I think they're very durable. Let's talk about what you're doing now, because you're doing something in this I saw over at Global, which was just, wow, was that just last month? Time flies.
Yeah.
And,
amazing, huh?
It's can't believe it's almost half the year's over. So West Paw has joined up with Earth Animal in a collaboration where you created a new Funnl product that works with Earth Animal's no-hide dog chews. So tell us about this collaboration.
Totally. Yeah. So, we have a lot of respect for Earth Animal. They're a great company making some really awesome products that help solve for a lot of what dogs need in their life, and really looking at them from a wellness standpoint. And the team is really fun. Known a lot of their team members for many, many years. And it was really fun to think about, like, what can we do together and just in a collaboration sense? And we don't see a lot of this in the pet industry, right? Of just two great brands wanting to come together and do a project together. And they make these incredible products, the no-hide dog chew. And one of the things that we do is we make incredibly durable chew toys that can hold treats, but we didn't really have the right shape. And the concept came together. What if we could solve for making the chew toy also like interact a little longer with the dog chew, and dogs could have a little bit more fun holding it with their paws. And so we're really good at designing toys. And so we had presented some different designs to the Earth Animal team, and found that what's really neat and challenging is that every no-hide is handmade. It's hand rolled in Pennsylvania at their factory. And so because each one is hand rolled, they have some variation, Michelle. They're sometimes just a little bit thicker, a little bit thinner. And so we had to take that into account in designing Funnl. And we came up with these really creative fins that are inside the toy that as you insert the no-hide chew into the Funnl toy, it holds that in there safe and strong. And it's really neat to see that the innovation of two unique products can come together so well. And boy, we've done a lot of testing on it, had a lot of fun. I know at my house we have, and we're just excited to see it going so well in the marketplace. And again, it's something we don't see enough of in this world, of two companies who just are independent companies, but they want to work together to do good and to do well at the same time. And we're seeing that with this fun product line. Yeah, and the Funnl is also, I was just going to say, made out of our C-Flex material. I didn't know if you knew that, Michelle, but it's a real sustainability story behind the Funnl toy. And the C-Flex material is taking ocean-bound plastic and instead of it getting into the ocean, turning it into, in this case, a great dog toy. So fun to work together.
That makes me even more excited, Spencer, because I saw your product at the show and I thought,
yeah,
wow. And then the collab, which I love the idea of a collab. You're right. There's not a lot in this industry. There's not too many in many industries because it's kind of like, pardon the pun, but dog-eat-dog world out there, So, but what I loved about it is, and I don't know if this is a new thing, but I've had so many shows recently on Best Bets. And, we're a product show, but I have, veterinarians every so often. We talk about different things, and sometimes we'll kind of push a product in there. But there's been such a focus on chews and collagen chews and all these bully sticks, all kinds of things. But there's a problem with them. Because, I want to say it was Dr. Amber that told me this, but my apologies in advance if I got the wrong person, because I've had a lot of different veterinarians on lately. But I recently learned that the dog chew should not be longer than the width of your dog's mouth, or they can swallow it and gag. And sometimes, thinking back in the past, we're going way back, I'm sure my dog has done this and gagged it and it came out. But if it doesn't come out, you have a big problem.
Yeah, and you always want to think first and foremost about the dog's safety, right?
Of course.
These things are fun. They can be enriching and challenging and nourishing, but you have to think how do I help the dog have a safe interaction with this product? And the Funnl is really great because it does hold the no-hide in there really well, so that it's actually more fun for the dog to actually, with their paws, actually can hold the Funnl toy that is holding the no hide, helping keep the product contained in there. Some dogs are powerful enough they can pull it out. For sure, you can't make anything indestructible for dogs, but it does provide a level of safety by holding that no hide in the funnel, just as we have another product that we developed years ago called the Quizzle. And the Quizzle is a challenging quiz for the dogs to pull and figure out how they're going to chew the treats that are in there. And it was designed with a bully stick in mind. For the same kind of idea, if you put the bully stick in the Quizzle, you can make the bully stick last longer, but also provide a little bit more element of safety as the dog works to chew the bully stick down. So I think you're right. People need to be very careful as they parent these dogs to make sure they understand their behaviors and to buy great products that help keep their dogs as safe as possible.
Right. And of course, you should never leave your dog alone with treats like this.
Absolutely. Yeah, you gotta be there.
Yeah.
You got to be there watching over them, helping them out for sure.
Right. Just like your 2-legged kids, these are 4-legged kids, and you have to keep an eye on them because you don't know what they'll do.
Yeah. No,
Yep.
that's right. That's right. So you think about think about first and foremost the safety of the dog, and knowing your dog specifically as a pet parent is your job. It's a really important job, just as it is with our 2-legged kids, as you rightly pointed out. So yeah, makes sense.
After the break, I want to talk about how a pet parent should use it. I know it sounds simple, but some pet parents have never, ever, they either don't ever use bully sticks or they've never used anything even close to like the Funnl. So we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
How many of you have pets? My hand's raised. Now think about how lucky you are to have such a sweet little pet in your life, and that pet is lucky to have you too. But unfortunately, there are countless pets out there that don't have a home to call their own. However, Bob's from Skechers is trying to change that. So we developed Bob's for dogs and cats to help pets in need. With every purchase of adorable Bob's footwear or fun, stylish apparel, or even the cutest Bob's pet accessories, Skechers makes a donation to Petco Love to help save shelter pets. And with your help, we've already saved the lives of over 1 million pets and raised over $7 million. So while you're getting style and comfort with features like Skechers' famous memory foam cushioning, you're also helping to save an adorable pet in need and helping another lucky owner be connected with a future best friend and companion, because happiness is having a loving pet by your side. Find Bob's at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, select Petco locations, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Let's talk pets
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We're speaking with Spencer Williams, the CEO of West Paw, and they're doing a great collab with Earth Animal and have a great new product called the Funnl, which holds bully sticks. So let's talk about how can you introducing stuff for your dog. Sometimes some dogs just get it, boom, they're, top of the class. And some dogs are like, what do I do with this? And they just look at it like, okay, what? So what's the best way to introduce your dog to using the Funnl?
You bet. Let me go back, Michelle. Real quick correction. So if the Funnl doesn't hold the bully sticks, the Funnl holds Earth Animal's no hide chew.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. And for clarity, the Quizzle that we make does hold the bully stick. So regarding your question, I think regarding Funnl, it's just so fun to use because you can hold the Funnl in one hand. And then if you buy the no hide dog chew and hold it in your other hand and you insert it into the toy, giving it a twist as you insert it, that'll help. Inside the toy, we have these fins that'll start to roll over and fold to the side as you twist the no hide into the Funnl. And you want to put it all the way in there so that the part that's sticking out is just a safe amount, meaning as you were talking about earlier, it might be the amount sticking out might be the width of the dog's mouth, and that'll give them enough to chew on, but not so much that they're going to pull it out or choke on it. And I think that's a really neat part of that. So if you twist the no hide into the Funnl, it holds it very securely in there. And I think it's really a fun thing because you think about there's this delicious savory snack that's in there, this toy that makes it easier to hold. And what is really unlocking here is that there's this brain boosting benefit of this longer, more wholesome play with the no hide. and the funnel. And I think that's not only are they getting nourishment, they're really getting to use their brains as they work with the toy. And I think that's a real fun thing, Michelle. So that's kind of what we'd recommend and how we'd recommend using it.
What do you do when it gets really small? Just toss it.
Yeah, we think it's best. When a piece gets really small, it could be a choking hazard. That's why pet parents should always be watching over their dog. And if it gets really small, it doesn't fit in a funnel anymore, just go ahead and toss it. Or if you compost, these are all compostable as well, these no hides.
There you go. So we have the funnel. I want to know, what's your favorite new product?
Well, aside from the funnel, I'm going to have to say it's our new Montana raised, air dried beef lung dog treats. And I'm going to tell you kind of why that just lights me up. Why am I so excited about this product? When we think about treats for dogs, we want to think about wellness and health first from this. And so beef lung, full of great nutrients for the dogs. And of course, humans don't eat lung. So it's really great to not have this great source of protein for dogs go to waste in the landfills where animal parts are often sent, especially up in Montana where there's not huge markets. And so we were able to work with a rancher here in Montana, and instead of their beef lung going to waste, gently air dry them, which helps to safely preserve the vitamins, the minerals, all the proteins in the lung, and break them up into these small bits. And dogs love them. I mean, that's the best part. When you see your dog happy, Michelle, it's such a great thing. And to know we're creating this nutritious, delicious snack for dogs. It's a great training treat. But at the same time, we're honoring real ranchers right here in Montana who raise these animals very healthy and very open range setting, and being humanely raised, sustainably sourced. The treats are made right here in the United States. It's just a great story that gives the dog what they want, but helps us actually build back a better planet. West Paw is very concerned about the environment, and we do a lot of our work to try to help the products improve the life on this planet. And when we have this grass-fed beef in Montana coming off these amazing grasslands that used to be really a place for bison to roam, they now understand that free range and grass-fed beef create a carbon sink, meaning it's regenerative agriculture. And as it regenerates the land around it, it actually is helping this earth get healthier. So I'm excited about the treats very much because it's dog wellness and the dogs love them. And I'm super excited because it's helping regenerate life into our planet. And I think that's really important. So that's why I'm psyched about it, Michelle. It works good and it's good for the planet.
Well, I think besides the fact that there's so many schools of thought, and there's so much with plant-based this, based that with us, dogs need to eat meat. I mean, it's hard for them to have a plant-based diet. And when things are sustainably sourced, that kind of has another, way of thinking. So
you're so right.
I think it makes, I've been at times vegan. I've been times where just no red meat, but I do not push anything on anyone else. I think what you're doing is exactly right. Because, cats, people have tried to make their cats vegan. Cats, they have to have meat. It makes them sick otherwise of how I did a whole show on Catitude of how their bodies digest. For dogs, it's pretty important. It's not crucial, but it's important. And here, you're using a product that would otherwise be disposed.
Yeah, exactly. And, whenever you can take something that is a waste stream and disposed of and turn into something that's life-giving and healthy and good, that's just such a win. Because if you think about it, Michelle, the earth this rancher has literally worked to grow these proteins, and let's not waste them. And so West Paw's animal protein treats are all around this premise of using organ meats, and it's using the organ meats because they're healthy and delicious, and because they're often a waste stream, and we don't want that to be the case. So we're helping in any way we can, Michelle, and it's just a fun product to use in our treats and our toys, like the Tux or the Topple. It holds them in the Rumble products, and of course many of our other competitors and friends in the industry. It's a universal treat that anybody can use, which is great.
Okay, this is a question out of I think great field here, but you think Montana's having a moment?
Yeah.
Right?
So
Yellowstone?
it's amazing, and when I started, we were talking about, the origin of the business back in 1996. And, I born and raised in Montana. My family's all here. And, back in those days, Michelle, I go to trade shows. I talk to consumers. They're like, so where are you? And I'm like, Montana. They wouldn't even know where Bozeman was. And now, because of Yellowstone, the movie, and, the TV show and other
1883, they're going to have a 666, I think, one. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, Montana's on the tip of people's tongue for sure.
Good.
It's a good thing for sure.
Yeah. Now you say Montana and people are like, oh, yeah, Yellowstone, right? You probably get sick of that.
Yeah. Well, it comes up. It comes up a lot. But I think what I think is really amazing is that Montana has always, and I mean, going back, 100, 200 years, been a place where people are surprised at what they discover. And they're sometimes just surprised about the environment and the mountains. They're the plains. They're surprised about the people. And sometimes they're surprised about what they learn about themselves. And I think that Yellowstone, for as fun as the show is, doesn't really depict the type of Montana that Montanans live. And so I just encourage people to always, hey, come see Montana for yourself. It's not exactly as they're portrayed on Yellowstone. In fact, it's not even close. So, but it is beautiful. The people are incredible. And there's so much to see here. It's really fun.
I actually have a friend from years back she moved from Northern California to Montana and just loves it. So, and it's just beautiful. Having lived in southern and southwestern states, I'd be in for a shocker because.
Yeah, we had pretty good snow here 2 days ago. So, that happens a lot. The grass.
2 days ago?
Oh, yeah. And we'll get snow flurries and snowfall through early part of May. But my backyard is in Bozeman here, and it's almost has no snow, but we still have a few piles of snow. And so, yeah, it's a long winter up here. But to take the conversation from the weather in Montana, like one of the things that's fun, and we love creating products that help keep dogs entertained.
So let's talk about, before we wrap up, let's talk about where, I know West Paw products are available just about everywhere, but let's talk about where people can find the Funnl and where they can find West Paw products.
Yes. So, we've talked today about the Funnl, Michelle. We've talked about the Montana treats. I would love to tell you a little bit more about our creamy dog treats, which are really good.
Please do.
Yeah, it's so fun. And then I'm going to tell you where you can find these things, because we've been working to develop treats that go into our toys as well, and into any toy that people want to use, but specifically toys like the Topple and the Quizzle and the Tux. And so we were really interested in these creamy treats that are made by another B corporation, just like West Paw. And this company is specifically making treats for kids. And so we went to them and said, hey, could you help us invent a way to create a mixed nut variety with healthy, ingredients in there, and no sugar, right? No added glycerin and fats, just a pure product. And so we have 3 flavors of creamy dog treats that are in a really simple, easy and clean, no mess, a container that one can just squeeze into the treats. And you can put just the creamy nut butters in there. And you can also top it with like beef lung or bison heart or whatever to spice it up. But it makes the toys so fun for dogs to use. And as I said, they're really pure. So they're gluten-free, grain-free, no xylitol, no sugar. They're completely vegan. And so we have these that allow our customers to engage with our puzzle toys in a whole new way, creating a real fun time for dogs. And I say that because, we really want dogs and their pet parents to connect and engage. And sometimes you want to let the dog do something while you're next to them on their own and solve for problems. And these creamy treats with our toys really work well for that.
Right. And as you were describing it, it almost sounds like a doggy sundae.
It kind of can be. And,
no ice cream, but it kind of does, right? Creamy with little topping.
Yeah, Michelle, one of the things you can do is that we worked with some of our fans and created a toy of cooking cookbook for dogs and their pet parents. And it is very much around this idea of how can you make some really fun recipes that are really quite creative and delicious and healthy to celebrate birthdays or just maybe the day-to-day. And we also have recipes in that, Michelle, for people who are working need to have 5 topples on the beginning of their Monday in the freezer so that every workday they can pull a new topple out during the day to give their dog something fun. So it's the Toy of Cooking cookbook and has lots of fun ideas, Michelle. And your customers might want to check that out, and they can make some fun recipes. They can use our creamy treats with those as well.
Okay, where can we get it?
Okay, you can find them, first and foremost, check the local independent stores, the retailers around the country. We're in every major market in the US and Canada, and independent retailers have them in stock. You can check for local listings, local stores at westpaw.com and search for retailers there by zip code. We're also sold in Petco stores throughout the country, online at westpaw.com, and a lot of our great retail partners have their own online stores, as well as our partners over at chewy.com and amazon.com. So we try to really work with a lot of different partners to make sure that pet parents have the best products from West Paw when and how they need to get them. But for great advice, we really encourage the independent retailers to connect with pet parents. It's just a fantastic conversation about health and wellness. They can learn a lot there. And so then as we're talking here, it's still close to Earth Day. And so just wanted to celebrate that. It just passed us by here a couple of days ago. But a lot of that is around our work as a B Corp to celebrate how we as a business can help other businesses be successful. And that's why we want to support lots of different types of businesses as we grow as a certified B Corp, making an impact for people on the planet.
Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on Best Bets for Pets. Thanks for all you do, for being the great company that you are, and for being so considerate of not only the needs of parents, but, keeping the earth in mind and sustainability and keeping products made in the USA. And you've been doing it for a long time now. It's going on, 7 years?
Yes, that's right. That's right. It's been a good journey.
Wow, been a while.
Really we've got some amazing customers who've been with us since the very beginning, just incredible relationships, and lots of consumers who've been with us since the beginning, and some employees actually who've been here since the beginning as well. So we're very blessed to have a great company and a great industry to work in with dogs. It's just a fantastic space.
Okay. And you're in a lot of different locations, but for people to purchase. But if you want to find out more about the product and, of course, about West Paw as a company, westpaw.com.
That's correct.
Okay. I'm going from memory. Westpaw.com. Anyway, I want to thank you so much, Spencer, for coming on Best Bets for Pets. Thanks so much.
You're welcome, Michelle. It's a pleasure to be here. And thank you very much for your interest in what we do at West Paw.
You're so welcome. I hope you all enjoyed the show. I've been fortunate to have Spencer from West Paw and Best Bets for Pets a couple of times. Great products. They've grown so much during the years, and they still make phenomenal products for your pooch. So be sure to check them out at westpaw.com. Again, I want to thank Spencer for coming on Best Bets for Pets. Thanks to Mr. Nicky for being my tester. Thanks for the cat crew who watched, which is Molly, Jethro, Charlotte, and Dennis. And of course, thanks to everyone listening to Best Bets for Pets. I appreciate you so much. And of course, this would not be possible without the amazing work of my magical producer who does, actually, I call him magical, but he works magic on all of our shows, making them sound amazing for you. So keep listening. You never know what we're going to have next on Best Bets for Pets.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.